These are some of the top 5 lessons I learned this week, and shout out to my guy Brandon. He said he started a brokerage account for his son. He's 3. He puts in $2K every month, and the plan is to keep doing that until he dies. And then his child will get it. I'll teach him to do the same for his kids. That's his generational wealth plan. And this is a plan that works incredibly well. For those of you that can't do $2,000, maybe do 500. For those of you that have more money that's been burning down every mall in Atlanta, you should probably put $5,000. I've told some of you personally, my plan is to put $7,000 in a month for Xander. So by the time he is 30 years old, his children's children are okay. Right? So $2K in every month. If you're an entrepreneur and you are doing mid 6 figures, you can pull this off with no issue at all. And imagine how amazing it would have been if our grandparents would have had access and known to do this. How much of an impact it would have made for you. How do you know what to invest in? I brought this up maybe 2 weeks ago. But let me ask you a question. If there are only 3 stocks that you can pick and all 3 of them had to give a positive return every month for 5 years, or you and your child will lose their life, what stocks are you picking to invest in? I guarantee you're not putting your money into Dogecoin. No slight to that, but I told you that will fall too. Even though everyone online was like, yo, you're wrong, you don't know. You just hate me, on nobody make no money but you. No, that's not it. There's a difference between a good trade and a good investment. A good investment won't worry you at night. So right now, if your life was on the line, what 3 stocks would you pick if you and your family's life were on the line? Those are the ones you should look to invest in. Very simple. Lesson number 3, follow the blueprint. Not what the crowd is doing, not what the crowd is telling you what to do, because the crowd usually never knows. I was reading a book about John Templeton, and it's interesting. When he worked in the Bahamas, his results were much higher than when his offices were at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. I know you guys think I like to be in isolation because I'm a recluse. That's not true. But my best ideas have come to me in isolation, because every interaction and every conversation can be construed as noise. The less noise you have when you're in a meditative state, and for those of you that believe in a higher power, the grand creator, the master of the universe, will then give you some of the answers that you need, but you can only get those answers in isolation. Please put in chat, isolation plus time is the ultimate indicator. Even if you don't believe in what I believe in, right? And you don't like my investment thesis, your best ideas came in isolation, doing research on your own. Yes or no? Number 4, excitement and expenses are your enemies in investing, from Warren Buffett. Anytime anyone's getting too hype, oh my God, to the upside or downside. Oh my God, this thing is going to go to the moon, and oh my God, this thing is going to go to 0. Both are usually wrong. And the more you can limit your expenses, especially on fees, transactional fees, the better for you and your business. And number 5, some of you have been asking, how many shares should I invest? The gentleman, and I'll be introducing him soon, that I had the conversation with last Saturday, that made $230,000 on AMC. And we were talking about the number of shares, and I spouted them off the top of my head. And he was like, man, you guys have to hear the level of mastery to know inside of your plan what to invest. So I want to give those to you. You should either buy 128 shares, and you can see I'm doing simple compounding. 256 shares, 512, 1,024, 2,048, 4,096, 8,192, 16,384, 32,768, 65,536 shares. This goes for investing, long-term, crypto, etc. You should be able to invest in anything and know how many shares you are going to buy in advance. So if you have a small budget, you can look at the 128 side, right? And if you have a bigger budget and more capital, 32,000. And all my business owners, I'm going to stress to you, the market is going to pay you more than any employee or vendor that you have. Write in chat what is going to be the primary number of shares that you're going to invest into the market every single month so that you have security.